What is democracy? How does one country find whether or not its form of democracy suits itself and best serves its people? These soul-searching questions often pop into people's minds. The recently concluded 2 sessions, the annual meetings of China's National People's Congress, the National Legislature, and National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, the top political advisory body, offered a window into China's whole process people's democracy. When asked whether the 2 sessions are a rubber stamp, as described by some Western media, Jean-Christophe Issus von Pfetten, president of the Institute for East-West Strategic Studies in Britain, had a loud and clear answer.
I've never witnessed a rubber stamp, and myself, I've never witnessed a rubber stamp. In the country, I felt that every time I was going to meetings, the people were very vocal and very direct, and there was not at all a rubber stamp.
Von Pfetten spoke from his own experience. He was invited in the early 2000s by the then mayor of Changchun, northeast China, to be a specially invited member of the CPPCC. He said China's democratic practice is participated by a wide range of the Chinese society and is devoted to solving practical problems.
You have representation of other political parties. You have representation of business, you have representation of religious minorities as well as minorities, and academic. It's a very wide range of the society. I have been able to see that the people who participated, which were very vocal, were not necessarily members of the party and were more actually members of expertise. They were more experts, people which were more aware of the issue.
This year, over 8,000 suggestions were submitted to the legislative session, while some 5,400 proposals were put forward to the advisory session before the start of the 2 sessions, covering such issues as development of the real economy, pollution control, and accessibility to high-quality medical resources. Eric Began, a journalist from Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, who visited the Great Hall of the People in Beijing in 2017 for the 2 sessions, said Chinese democracy always puts people at the center.
What captures my attention when we talk China and politics is the fact that they have chosen a path that tends to bring people at the center of decision making. It brings everybody on board. Something that is so unique then about China and the way it practices its politics and democracy is the fact that every idea is incorporated into national development. That is what attracts interests, not only locally, but also internationally.
There's no point having a political party which aspires to running the country, China, or any other country, unless they really want to look after the long-term interests and the short-term interests of the people of that country. I think that the Communist Party of China does hear what the people want. And I think the government of China does hear what the people want.
But the whole process democracy, it adds the wisdom of the people. How to reflect on first the needs and then the facts and the realities that are happening day-to-day basis in China. When it comes to the wisdom of the people and what we need or the value that how we work, it's not one democracy fits for all.
I think it's tremendously important for China to demonstrate that democracy comes in many different forms. But of course, the form that China is developing is one that contrasts with most forms of democracy in the Western world. The Chinese version of democracy is one which enlists the support of the whole population through the efforts of the Communist Party to produce a coherent approach to the rest of the world.